In 1994, the city of Vancouver paid $125 million to join the NBA. That number brought them one thing: the right to lose. 6 seasons. And when it was over, the franchise that Vancouver built was worth $3.5 billion. Vancouver's share of that number? 0.
Well, the team's been in the league 6 years, and in that time, the Vancouver Grizzlies won 98 games. They lost another 352. A disappointing run for Canada's second NBA franchise. So an announcement today that it's applied to move to an American city comes as no surprise.
If Mr. Heisley takes our team and moves it, we want our money back.
The NBA wanted Canada. It wanted the market, the money, and the geography.
It's a great day for Basketball Canada as an organization in that we're bringing 2 very key members of the basketball community into the organization as contributing members.
By joining Basketball Canada, there's a potential there to truly have a mutually beneficial relationship for the good of all, both organizations and basketball across the country.
In 1994, the league awarded expansion franchises to Toronto and Vancouver. The entry fee, $125 million each, nearly 4 times what the previous expansion teams had paid. The NBA collected that money up front. Then it wrote the rules. Rule 1. Vancouver could not spend the full salary cap for their first 2 seasons. Year 1, 2/3 of the league cap. Every other team had $23 million. Vancouver had $15,300,000. Year 2, 75%. Every other team had $24,300,000. Vancouver had $18,225,000. $6 million less to spend on players every single year from day 1. Rule 2. Vancouver was banned from the first overall pick in the NBA draft for their first 4 seasons.
On now to the rules. The lottery is a weighted system that gives the teams with the poorest records the best chance of securing the top picks. The teams draw for those top 3 selections. The remaining positions are slotted based on regular season records. Under the terms of their expansion agreements, the Toronto Raptors and the Vancouver Grizzlies will take part in the lottery, but neither is eligible for the first pick in the draft. The best either can do is the second overall pick.
In 1995, they picked 6th. Kevin Garnett went 5th. In 1996, Allen Iverson went 1st overall. Vancouver picked 3rd. In 97, Tim Duncan went 1st overall. Vancouver was banned from that selection. They picked 4th. In 1999, they drafted Steve Francis 2nd overall. He refused to play in Vancouver.
With the 2nd pick in the 1999 NBA draft, the Vancouver Grizzlies select Steve Francis from the University of Maryland.
I'm like, man, Jeff, I do not want to play in Vancouver. He's like, Steve, I understand. So, I'm repeatedly telling him this because we knew they had the number 2 pick.
NBA contracts are paid in US dollars. The Canadian dollar in the late 1990s was trading at 65 to 70 cents on the American dollar. A player earning $5 million US dollars in Vancouver was paying Canadian taxes on income that converted to roughly 7 million Canadian. Players knew this. Their agents knew this. Sports Illustrated documented that players actively limited their time in Canada to fewer than 175 days per year to manage their tax exposure. They were negotiating their residency around the zip code, reduced salary cap, draft restrictions, currency penalty, tax exposure. These are not excuses. These are the terms the NBA wrote into the expansion agreement before Vancouver played a single game.
How hard was it for you with the Vancouver Grizzlies to bring top-tier talent to sell them on Vancouver and say we could build something for the future?
Well, we had twofold issues. First and foremost, we couldn't draft the best player for 5 years. That was a condition in our expansion agreement. So even if we had drafted the best player in the draft or available to, we couldn't. So attracting the best talent usually starts with the draft. That didn't happen.
Arthur Griffiths built the arena. He paid the expansion fee. He launched the franchise. He was the original owner, and in February 2001, after the NBA approved the relocation, he went on the record. "We were really handicapped at the league level because they didn't want to see a team succeed too quickly. There was a real attempt to ensure we had painful growth." The man who paid $125 million to build the franchise said the league deliberately held it back. That statement was made publicly. It has never been refuted. In 2000, the franchise was sold to Chicago businessman Michael Heisley for $160 million.
Welcome back to our TSN Control Center, everyone. We're going to take you to GM Place in Vancouver now, where a media conference staged by the Vancouver Grizzlies is just getting underway to announce the sale to Chicago industrialist Michael Heisley.
What I can talk about this morning is my commitment to the Vancouver Grizzlies, our fans, and the city of Vancouver. I intend to do everything in my power to make this franchise a success in Vancouver.
At the press conference, Heisley said he intended to keep the team in Vancouver. He called the purchase the biggest miss of his business career 14 months later.
I really don't want to get into that. I don't know anything about the suit. I know that people are disappointed with me in Canada. That bothers me tremendously because those people treated me very, very well. They're outstanding people, and quite frankly, I would say one of the biggest disappointments in my life.
In February 2001, he projected losses of $50 million over 2 years if forced to stay. He got permission from the NBA to explore relocation. 8 cities, all American. FedEx pledged $250 million to build a new arena in Memphis if the team moved there. Vancouver already had an arena. General Motors Place, built 1995, shared with the NHL Canucks. State of the art. The city had invested in the infrastructure. The city had shown up.
For months, they've been on the endangered list. Now it seems the Vancouver Grizzlies are history. Yesterday's game against Toronto, possibly the last time 2 professional basketball teams from Canada ever meet again. Today, the official paperwork begins. The American owner applying to move his All-American team to an American city, Memphis.
In the final 2 seasons in Vancouver, attendance had fallen below 14,000 per game. But attendance doesn't fall in a vacuum. Attendance falls when the team loses.
I don't really watch the Grizzlies that much, so.
Why not?
Well, you know, they kind of suck as a team, you know.
Free agents who could go to any team they wish, really the last place they'd want to come to is Vancouver because it's a poor franchise with a poor record and it's a city far away from where they live.
I'm a hockey fan. If they want to go, they can go, for all I care.
The team lost because the draft rules gave him no path to winning. The draft rules were written by the NBA. Heisley bought the team for $160 million. In 2012, he sold it to Memphis businessman Robert Pira. Pira paid $377 million. Pira still owns the team.
New Grizzlies majority owner Robert Pira addressed media and fans in his first public press conference since buying the NBA franchise from former owner Michael Heisley. Pira, a 34-year-old tech billionaire who created Ubiquity Networks, made brief comments about himself, his company, and his commitment to improve the city of Memphis.
We're fully committed to the community and leveraging the Memphis Grizzlies and the brand name to make a positive impact on the community.
That franchise is now worth $3.5 billion. Vancouver paid $125 million to enter the league. Vancouver absorbed 6 seasons of structured losing. Vancouver watched the franchise leave. Memphis got the team. Vancouver got the memory.
The fans have been really supportive of the team, and the owners are falsely accusing them of not being supportive of the team. So
keep the Grizzlies in Vancouver.
Come on, save our Grizzlies. I would love anything that just sort of refers back to the Vancouver team, even if it doesn't exist anymore.
This is not a story about a bad team in a bad market. This is a story about what happens when the financial architecture of an expansion agreement is designed for painful growth, and who pays when the pain is complete. In 2011, the NBA owned a franchise. A trade was agreed. The best point guard in basketball was going to Los Angeles. The commissioner voided it, not as commissioner, as owner. The conflict of interest is documented. That is episode 2. The CBA that set Vancouver's expansion terms has expired. A new one was written. Another expires December 31st, 2029. Las Vegas and Seattle are already being evaluated for expansion. The entry fee is expected to exceed $5 billion. The terms will look familiar.